Many residents of Gaza are trying to follow Israel's order to evacuate a weekend after Hamas's surprise attack.
Meanwhile, the U.S. is providing several forms of support to Israel. WGN's Christine Flores has the latest on that. Christine.
Oh, good evening. Today, some U.S. officials met with leaders across the region. They also met with impacted families to get a sense of the type of help needed.
America will stand with its ally Israel, and I, along with my colleagues here, will lead the effort in the United States Senate to provide Israel with the support required to fully defend itself.
U.S. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is leading a bipartisan U.S. Senate delegation trip to meet with high-level Israeli officials. According to authorities on both sides, the latest violence has caused more than 1,400 deaths in Israel and more than 2,600 in Gaza. Schumer said the delegation experienced what people in the area have been going through when they were forced to take shelter during rocket fire in Tel Aviv.
Being on the ground, meeting with those who are impacted, those who have lost family, friends, and loved ones. I'm here to tell the world this is real.
Israel supported the United States in our war on terror. The United States will support Israel in its war on terror.
Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with Egypt's President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi.
We came here with 4 key objectives: to make clear that the United States stands with Israel, to prevent the conflict from spreading to other places, to work on securing the release of hostages, including American citizens, and to address the humanitarian crisis that exists in Gaza.
Blinken said as a result of the meeting, the Rafah crossing between Gaza and Egypt will open, thus allowing people to leave and supplies to enter. Medics in Gaza are warning that thousands of people could die as hospitals reach capacity and are running low on fuel and basic supplies. Senator Schumer is confident a generous aid package could be taken up soon to help Israel.
When I return to Washington, I'm going to direct Senators Murray, Reid, and Cardin, heads of the most relevant committees, to work with their ranking Republican members and the Biden administration to pull together a package that the Senate can take up as soon as possible, hopefully within the next few weeks.
Now, during his remarks, Blinken added that every nation he has spoken with shares the same goal of preventing an escalation